Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Farhana Omardan from BSED's second year section C. So, ang topic namin for today is chapter 6. Pero item analysis lang yung focus ng topic ko. We have the learning outcomes. Explain the meaning of item analysis, item validity, reliability, item difficulty, discrimination index, and determine the validity and reliability of given test items. So, ito lang yung topic ko. The rest, yung mga kagrupo ko na. So, item analysis. What is item analysis? Okay, see, item analysis is a process of evaluating students' responses to individual test items in order to assess the quality of those items and of the test as a whole. So, ito daw yung isang proseso. For example, pag nagbigay tayo ng exam in the future to our future students, ito yung gagawin natin para ma-assess yung mga responses kung paano ba nila natutunan, kung gaano ba nila naintindihan yung mga lessons na binibigay natin. We have two important characteristics of item. Number one, item difficulty, and the item discrimination index. The item difficulty, it is defined as the number of students who are able to answer the item correctly divided by the total number of students. So, i-divide lang natin kung yung ilang estudyante ba yung nakakuha ng tamang sagot doon sa dami ng mga estudyante sa isang classroom. While the discrimination index, it is a measure of an item's ability to discriminate between those who scored high on the total test and those who scored low. Ito yung naman yung magkakaroon ng judgment between the students na nakakuha ng mataas at sa mga estudyanteng nakakuha ng mababang score doon sa test items. Okay, example in getting the item difficulty. What is the item difficulty index of an item if 25 students are unable to answer it correctly while 75 answered it correctly? Ano daw ba yung magiging item difficulty ng kapag ang 25 students ay hindi sila nakakuha ng tamang sagot while 75 of the students got the correct answer? So, 100 total number ng estudyante at ang 75 is total number of students with correct answer. So, 75 divided by 100 is equal to 0.75 or 75%. In order to get the percentage, we have to multiply 0.75 to 100 and it is equal to 75%. So we have the range of difficulty index, our interpretation, and our action. Okay, kapag ang dami ng estudyanteng nakakuha ng tamang sagot is 0, wala, or 0.25, 25% lang sa mga estudyante is nakakuha ng tamang sagot, ibig sabihin mahirap yung test natin. So we have to revise it or discard. Kapag naman from 26% to 75% ng estudyante is nakakuha ng tamang sagot, ibig sabihin right difficulty. Hindi siya mahirap, hindi rin siya madali. So we have to retain those items. Kapag naman 76% pababa, ibig sabihin masyadong madali yung exam. So we have to revise it naman. While in getting index discrimination, obtain the index of discrimination of an item if the upper 25% of the class had difficulty index of 0.60. Nakakuha daw ng sa upper 25% of the class is ang nakakuha ng tamang sagot is 60%, while sa lower 25% of the class is 20% lang. So ganito yung formula, DU minus DL. Here, ang DU nila is 60%, 0.60, while si DL is 0.20. Thus, index discrimination is ima-minus lang natin. Si 0.60 minus 0.20 is equal to 0.40. So we have index range, interpretation, and action. Parang ganon din sa kanina. Pero eto, magkakaroon tayo ng judgment. Kapag ang mga estudyante ay nakakuha lang sila ng negative 1.0 to negative 0.50, yun lang yung nakakuha ng correct answer, ibig sabihin can discriminate, but the item is questionable. So we have to discard it. While pag negative 0.55 to 0.45, walang mangyayaring judgment or discrimination. So we have to revise it. Okay, kapag 0.46 to 1.0, discriminating item siya, yun yung i-include natin sa test questionnaire. Yung item na yun, i-include yun. Maraming nakakuha ng tamang sagot doon sa item na yun. Kasi ang sabi dito, kapag ang index of discrimination is magre-range siya from a negative 1.0, this means that all of the lower 25% of the students got the correct answer, while all of the upper 25% got the wrong answer. Ibig sabihin, lahat ng mga nasa lower 25% ng klase is sila yung nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Tapos yung mga nasa upper 25% is hindi sila nakakuha ng tamang sagot. So ibig sabihin, may discrimination na nagaganap. May discrimination na magaganap. So magkakaroon tayo ng elimination of items. Kahit pa ang index discrimination is tama, index discriminates correctly between the two groups, but the item itself is highly questionable. Hindi naman questionable yung mga estudyanteng nakakuha ng tamang sagot. Ang questionable doon is yung item. Bakit yung mga nasa upper 25% of the class is walang nakatamang sagot, samantalang nasa lower 25% of the class is sila yung mga nakakuha ng tama ang sagot? Why should the bright ones get the wrong answer and the poor ones get the right answer? Yun yung tanong doon. Okay, kapag ang index range is nasa 1.0, ibig sabihin, all of the lower 25% failed to get the correct answer, while all of the upper 25% get the correct answer. This is perfectly discriminating item, and it is the ideal item that should be included in the test. So, ibig sabihin, kapag ang range niya is nasa 0.46 to 1.0, ibig sabihin, yun yung i-include natin sa test questionnaires. We have here the examples. Consider a multiple choice type of test of which the following data were obtained. We have item and the options. Example, may item tayo na isa. So, ang options natin is A, B, C, and D. May letter D dyan, pero hindi ko siya nailagay. Siguro, na-delete kanina kasi naglolo ko yung laptop ko. So, sa letter A, walang sumagot. Sa letter B, 40. Sa letter C, 20. And letter D is 20. So, sa upper 25% of the class, ang sumagot sa letter A is wala. Sa letter B, 15. Sa letter C is 5 lang. Letter D is wala. While sa lower 25% of the class, sumagot is sa letter A wala, sa letter B 5 lang, sa letter C 10 sila, and then sa letter D is 5 sila. So, ganito yun siya. The correct response is B. Let us compute the difficulty index and index of discrimination. So, ito na. Gagamitin natin itong example na ito para makuha natin yung difficulty index and index of discrimination. So, si difficulty index at saka si discrimination index. So, unahin natin yung difficulty index. Ang formula is number of the student getting the correct response. Mga nakakuha ng tamang sagot, divided by total number of the students, kung ilan yung estudyante. Okay, so 40 sa letter B. Letter B ang tamang sagot. So 40 yung sumagot sa letter B. So ibig sabihin 40 divided by 100 is equal to 0.40 or 40%. So ayan yung magiging difficulty index nila. Okay, sa discrimination index, ang DIO natin, unahin natin kunin yung DIO, yung difficulty upper, number of students in upper 25% with correct response. Yung nasa 25%, upper 25% of the students na tama ang sagot, divided by doon sa number of students in the upper 25%. Kung ilan ba yung sumagot doon sa, nakasagot doon sa items. So, ibig sabihin, 15 lang yung nakatama sa kanila. So, 20 silang lahat sa upper 25% of the class. 20 estudyante yon. Bale, 15 lang yung tama ang sagot. Yung 5 is mali ang sagot nila. So, we have to divide it. So, 15 divided by 20 silang lahat. 15 plus 5 is 20. So, is equal to 0.75 or 75%. Sa DL naman or difficulty lower, number of students in lower 75% with correct responses. Nakakuha ng tamang sagot divided by number of students in lower 25%. It is equal to 5 lang kasi 5 lang yung nakakuha ng tamang sagot sa 25 lower 25% of the students. So 20 silang sumagot, 5 plus 10 plus 5. So, 20 silang lahat. So, meaning, 5 divided by 20 is equal to 0.25 or 25%. So, the discrimination index, ito total natin, yung DIO natin, kung ano yung total dun sa DIO, ibig sabihin, yun yung, okay, so 7.75 yung total ng DIO natin, i-minus natin yung total ng DL sa 0.25. So, 0.75 minus 0.25 is equal to 0.50 or 50%. So, the item has a good discriminating power. So, ito yung ibig sabihin, yung item natin is pwede natin siyang i-include doon sa test questionnaire. So, this is how are we going to evaluate the item analysis. Kailangan lang natin kapag kukunin natin yung difficulty index, i-divide natin kung ilan yung estudyanteng nakakuha ng tamang sagot doon sa dami ng mga estudyante. While naman sa discrimination index, ang una-una mong gagawin is hanapin mo muna yung DU, yung difficulty upper, i-divide mo yung lahat ng estudyanteng may tama ang sagot doon sa dami ng estudyanteng sumagot. Then, kapag ano yung sagot nila, yun yung magiging DU mo. Tapos, kunin mo naman yung DL mo, yung dami ng estudyanteng nakakuha ng tamang sagot, i-divide mo doon sa dami ng estudyanteng sumagot. Hindi lang yung mga may tama ang sagot ang kukunin mo, kundi lahat. Mali man yan or tama ang sagot nila, i-include mo sila doon sa number of students in the lower 25%. Kung ilan sila. For example, yung kanina, 20 silang lahat na sumagot. Mali man sa tama, 20 silang lahat. So, ibig sabihin, yun yung magiging number of students in the lower 25% mo. So, kapag kapag 5 yung sumagot, nakakuha ng tamang sagot doon sa out of 20 na estudyante, ibig sabihin kung ano yung total nun, ano yung quotient nun is yun yung magiging DL mo. Tapos, kapag kukunin mo na yung discrimination index, gagawin mo lang is si DU, ima-minus mo doon kay DL. So, si DU mo is 0.75, si DL mo is 0.25, minus mo silang dalawa, ang magiging result is 0.50 or 50% of 50% ang nakakuha ng tama ang sagot. So, ibig sabihin nun, yung test item mo is pwede mo siyang i-include doon sa test questionnaire. So, that would be all and thank you everyone.